Washington Sundar ahead of Ravichandran Ashwin. That was the big call for me. Big call.
Yes. Uh, so, if I start with the Washington Sundar decision,
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
obviously it is based on batting,
Hmm.
because they are playing Nitish Reddy. They want to have eight batters. Basically, they want to have eight guys who can bat. So,
Yeah.
and Washington Sundar is obviously a better batter on
Hmm.
current form than Jadeja and Ashwin.
Hmm.
So that is the call that they have taken. It is definitely not on the basis of the bowling skills.
Okay.
We can be rest assured about
Yeah,
that. It
yeah,
is
yeah.
definitely not on the basis of the bowling skills. It is about his batting skill, and that's why he has been taken. And okay, fine, you did not have to bowl him in the on the first day, so he will probably come into play, if at all, on the third day for some holding job and a bit
Yeah.
of, and some batting, maybe some batting in the second innings. So on those two counts, that selection might be justified. And
Hmm.
Nitish Rana was, no, sorry, Nitish Reddy was quite
Yeah.
spunky
Yeah.
with his
Yeah.
batting. Like he showed
Yeah.
some serious spunk. That is what, and very decisive feet movement. That
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
one thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is one thing I liked about his batting, is that
Yeah.
there are no, he was never in a dilemma as to what he wants to do. So
Hmm.
that was good, and I think that will stand the Indian team in good stead in the second innings, because this is going to be a second innings game at the end of the day, because Australia will come within 30 to 35 runs of the Indian score, and then it will entirely become a second innings game. So
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
the yeah, and your third is Harshit Rana. Harshit Rana sometimes bowled those release balls where runs could be scoreable, but he has that magic delivery up his sleeve, which got Travis Head, which was brilliant, and he has a little bit of an extra spark in him, which works provided the other components are working well in tandem.
Okay, Nitin, do you agree with this? Because we're talking about, yes, probably from a batting perspective. Yesterday we had R Sridhar, former fielding coach. He was talking about Washington, the left-hander angle, also the off-spin angle, and somebody to hold the line. So they were not looking at Jadeja, and then Ashwin comes into play. But then you get an off spinner who's a left-handed batter. That's what R Sridhar said yesterday on the show, and probably that's what the Indian team management went with. But when Dopayan says he picked for his batting more than his bowling, and even Ravi Shastri said that. Even Ravi Shastri said that. I was very intrigued by this fact that you're picking a spinner in Australia, lone spinner, on his batting and probably not on his bowling skill as much. Um, there are 10 test hundreds between Ashwin and Jadeja. Suddenly we're picking Washington Sundar on his batting ahead of those two.
Uh, yeah, but I think what they probably deciphered was
Hmm.
um, Ashwin's form in the
Hmm.
Test series against New Zealand,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
the ease with which both Ashwin and Jadeja were scored off in that
Hmm.
series in helpful spin bowling conditions. And they probably realized that this Test match is going to be,
Hmm.
where runs are going to be at a premium. And as
Hmm.
we saw today,
Hmm.
Nathan Lyon, when he came into bowl,
Hmm.
India kind of
Hmm.
got into the momentum with
Hmm.
Nitish and
Hmm.
Rishabh Pant both going after him and getting some useful runs. So I
Hmm.
think on this pitch, they looked more at Washington Sundar's left-handedness
Hmm.
as well as his off spin, if at all it's required. If at all the wicket breaks up, if at all it is required, um, which
Yeah.
I don't think it might. In fact, I think we might regret not playing Akashdeep here.
Okay. Okay. I still don't think there's this space for four out and out fast bowlers. आपको वो balance तो करना ही पड़ता है. And in terms of playing in Australia, you need an off spinner, especially on the third, fourth, and fifth day. But we'll see how it goes. So far nothing is going to script, nothing is going as predicted, except the
Yeah.
Payan's call that both these batting lineups are really, really bad. Okay, Debankya Jyoti Das says Washington Sundar scored 50 in the Brisbane Test. Management felt he would be better suited for bouncy conditions. I don't agree with this. He scored 50. तो क्या हो गया? Jadeja और Ashwin ने भी run बनाए हैं Australia में. They've scored runs in Test match all over the world. It's not like they can't. I mean, these guys, like I said, 10 Test hundreds between them. So it's not like वो bounce नहीं खेल सकते. In fact, Ashwin is a proper batter at times. So I don't agree with that.